Hello, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's. Just got here on the back of a trailer. This one is a Mitsubishi Outlander. It's in limp mode, so customer didn't want to drive it down, so it's come down on the back of a trailer. It's got DPF issues that need sorting out, so we'll get inside and have a look. Right, so this is a 2016 model. So this is done low mileage. It's got 60,000 miles on it, which is part of the problem, I'd say. Okay, I'm going to use the King Bolin K8. Put the link in the video where you can buy this tool. Going to set up a diagnostic scan and run a health report. Okay, we've got two codes here for the DPF, P2463 and a P1498. So there's no other faults there that would be causing a DPF issue, apart from low mileage, short journeys, very likely. So we're going to go to data stream. We'll look at the soot loading and pressure in the DPF. 120 millibars out of idle, 12.7 grams of soot. Now let's rev it up. So it maxes out at around about 3000 RPM, and it goes to 500, around about 500 millibars. Okay, so there is a bit of a story behind this. Just had a chat, and it's had, I don't know if you've seen one of my videos before, but look, we've got the same oil around here. They've replaced the new intercooler hose right here. That's been replaced, and the oil has just been done yesterday. Now he's just left with the DPF fault at the other garage couldn't sort out. So this has come directly from another garage. They've done that, changed the oil, and basically couldn't sort out the DPF. So we're going to do that. Sensor is down here, just there, with that plastic sensor. We're going to get down there, get one of the tubes off. We'll connect up our pressurized gun and get the DPF blasted out. So now I'm just using a manometer to confirm the pressure and also confirm which one of these pipes needs the cleaning fluid put in. So it'll be the second one right there. So this pipe right here is the one where the fluid's going to need to go into. Okay, we've gotten in some of the fluid here. That's just filled in there. Launch UK particle filter cleaning fluid. I've mixed that with a little bit of water before I put it in. Okay, I've got that injected into the hose there. Just hold the trigger squeezed, get that fluid in there. That is connected to a compressor at 130 psi. So basically all of the hard work has been done here for me before I've arrived. It's had the new intercooler hose replaced, it's had the oil changed to the correct level, and we just need to get that soot level down and have the right tools and equipment to test it and reset the DPF after the job is done. So we're just going to hold the trigger here till all of this fluid's gone. We've got the other tube connected back to the sensor. Okay, now we've pulled out the tube. She squirted a little bit there, so we're going to give that a couple of minutes just to settle down. Now we'll just start the engine, let that hose clear out. Okay, now we've got both of those pipes connected back up, so we had the engine running just to blow any of the fluid that was sitting in the pipe there. We don't want that going back up to the sensor. Now that's all ready, we can get back in the vehicle, start it up. I can use one of these to hold the revs. It's a laser 3237 part number. Okay, now we've got the cleaning fluid in there, we've got the vehicle started up again. We're going to hold the revs now up to about 3000 RPM, and we'll hold them there for a couple of minutes, 2 to 5 minutes I'd say usually it takes. So you can see it's come down from 520 down to 360 there. So we give that a minute now or so and it should start dropping a bit quicker. Let me just get the revs back up a little bit there. keep an eye on the pressure with the live data there. 220 millibars, HPA's basically the same. What we'd like to get that down to is somewhere between 40 to 60 millibars. If I didn't already mention, I can't remember, but yeah, it's King Bowling K8, this tool. I'll put the link in the video description. Revs creeping up a little bit high there. Let's try and keep them in the one position so we know where we are. So we're now idling at 10 to 15 millibars of pressure. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the DPF. We're not at the pressure we want it just about yet, but just going to clear these at the moment. We're going to look for the DPF values. Let's have a look. Throttle learning, injector, initialization, DPF pressure sensor, oil exchange. So we're going to do an oil exchange because that has been done, but I don't know if they've reset it, so let's just make sure that it has. DPF exchange, perform. Communication error, okay. I'm going to try another tool here. I've got launch UK Euro tab 3 DPF exchange. Let's try this one. It's a bit blank, so it doesn't look like it's going to work, is it? Yep, it's complete. That's worked. Now we'll do the engine oil exchange. That didn't work on the last tool either. Yes, that's complete as well. Okay. Now we can clear all of these faults here. So we've got a new code now because I've disconnected the particle filter sensor, the pressure sensor. Clear. Okay. Now we can come back on the live data here with the launch tablet. You can see all of the lights have cleared. We're going to hold the revs back up again at 3000 RPM for another minute or so. We'll keep an eye on that pressure again. So we'll let the revs hold there with our pedal depressor, so we can have a look outside. That's what you're expecting to see. It's a lot of vapor because obviously you got a hot exhaust system with fluid in there. It's not smoke, it's vapor, yeah. We'll give that 5 minutes or so and that should disappear. You can see it's already clearing away. And you can see it's kicked out a bit of soot and oil there onto the trailer. And now we are down around the 50-60 millibars where we want to be. It's only taken a couple of minutes to do that. And if we let go now, we should see a zero pressure on the idle. So a lot of these cars, as you accelerate it up, you can see it only goes in 5 increments, this one. So you got 0 or 5 and then 10, 15, 20. So anything below 5 millibars is going to read 0. Now the faults have been cleared, we can get full revs. So before we were limited to about 3200 RPM, so it would stop just about there. We'll exit the live data, go back, read the fault codes, make sure that they're all cleared. Okay, so just to be clear, anytime you're doing a DPF repair, we would be looking for a cause of default. Now the cause of default on this one was rectified before it came to me, which would have been this boost hose right here. Now I've got similar videos where we found that problem in the past. They can also have leaks from the exhaust manifold. They can crack as well on these engines. The that's about it really. The other one that all of these Asian cars do is they will give oil dilution. So if you've got a fault like this, it will make the car regenerate very often and your oil level will rise. Then the oil will also contaminate the DPF. So this one was a nice straightforward one because that was all done before I got here. It was just a straightforward clean the DPF, reset the codes, and we're all done. That is the tool I use for the check the DPF pressure. Digital manometer, you can buy them online. So that's it, one Mitsubishi Outlander all sorted, and I'll see you on the next video.